If timetable preferences have turned your head into a big old serving of scrambled eggs, you've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Dia. I'm a second year student at the University of Sydney and I'm studying a double major in Physiology and Data Science. Also, quick apology in advance. This video is going up a day before the deadline because I was traveling and for the first time ever, I did not carry my laptop. So, yes, that one's on me, but learn from my mistakes and carry your laptop everywhere. Everywhere. But the good news is you still have time to make any adjustment. Getting straight into it. This is not a perfect timetable guide. This is just what I've learned through trial and error and what has worked out for me. The first thing that I do is nothing. I don't pick anything. I go through all the options first and just skim them. I look at the timings, which days are heavy, which days are lighter, and how each unit is spread across the week. I'm not deciding yet, I'm just understanding how the shape of my week looks like. Because randomly clicking preferences and hoping it works is how you end up stressed by week 2. Once I've done that, I move to the most important step, which is actually visualizing my week. This is where things suddenly start making sense. I open my calendar and block out a full Monday to Friday like it's a full week, like it's a real week, hour by hour. And when you see a week laid out properly, clashes jump out immediately and you realize very quickly if something is unrealistic or just not going to work long term. After that, I start adding classes and I always add lectures first. They're non-negotiable, they're the backbone of your semester and I like to treat them as fixed anchors in my week. So in my first semester, I made the mistake of keeping lectures and tutorials on completely separate days because I thought it would make my week lighter and I would be on campus for like more days. In reality, it just meant that I barely attended lectures and went to uni on days where I did not have any other compulsory thing going on. What I realized is that the easiest way to make sure you attend lectures is to just put the compulsory stuff on the same day. And another pro tip is that I like to sandwich my lectures with compulsory competence. Instead of having like a lecture the first thing in the morning, I try to have something before it because that way I don't even have the option of just sleeping until late and I have to attend the compulsory thing. So I know of course like the sandwiching or even just trying to put everything on the same day is not sometimes possible. Even after trying my best, I still have every single Monday where I have 2 lectures in the morning and nothing else. So I get that. But this just sort of helps and make sure that you're going to uni as much as possible. So I add every lecture to my calendar. Instead of spreading tutorials and pracs on random days, I intentionally place them on the same day as my lecture. So if I have a lecture on Monday, I'll try to put a tutorial or prac on Monday as well. And the reason is simple. If I already have a compulsory class that day, I will go to campus and once I'm there, skipping a lecture makes no sense. This one change alone massively improved my lecture attendance from Sem 1 to Sem 2 without me needing any motivation or discipline. And honestly, once I started attending the lectures properly, like after the first 3-4 weeks, everything even became easier. Like it wasn't even something that I had to do, but became something more that I looked forward to. I felt more connected to the content. Revision didn't feel like relearning everything from scratch, and exam season was way less stressful. So once my calendar actually looks balanced and realistic, and once I've added everything, I lock in my preferences. So at this point, I'm not really guessing anymore and I know exactly why I'm choosing each slot. The way I add my preferences is if there are same classes in my preferred time slot in different locations, those get my top preference. And if that is not possible, then I try to look for alternate timings when I can actually attend and keep those as the second, third preference. And just hope for the best. So if I had to sum everything up in one line, I would say look at all your options first, visualize your week on a calendar, add the lectures first, and stack tutorials and pracs on the same days. It's simple, but it makes a massive difference. If this helped, save it for later or send it to someone who's currently staring at that timetable in fear. Thank you for watching.